Why hello there, it is once again Zine Quest time, which means it is also time for Some Weirdo on the Internet Recommends Several Zine Quest Projects, where every week I pick some projects and recommend them to you. However, since there are so many projects, I'm also doing this special Day 1 Picks video. For those not in the know, Zine Quest is an event over on Kickstarter for people to make tabletop RPG related zines. There are, of course, rules, which Kickstarter doesn't actually enforce, like, at all, but I do, and also have my own additional requirements to be featured here in these videos because my aim here is in promoting a very specific type of project by people who actually follow the rules. So let's get into this in order of ending soonest, starting with Gruesome Ghoulies, a game inspired by Groovy Ghoulies and the wacky cartoon rock and roll hijinks thereof. And if that sounds familiar, it's probably because I already reviewed the one-page version of this game from the One Page RPG Jam. A review in which my biggest complaint was that they tried to fit way too much game into such a small format, so now they have a larger format to work with, so presumably that won't be a problem anymore. Next we have Knights of the Road, a game about monster hunters in a dystopian 1920s setting, like riding the rails and fighting monsters, which is presented in 3 extra small zines, which is also kinda cool. And this is also the only project I've actually backed so far, because physical copies are limited to 100 backers, and as of the writing of this, there are only 17 left, so probably all gone by the time you see this, but you can still get the PDFs for only $2. And now, Two Summers, a diceless game where you play as the same characters both as teenagers in the 90s and adults 30 years later, which apparently is nowadays somehow. Now, this is a thing that does sound really cool, going back and forth between 2 time periods for the same adventure. It's just a storytelling device that I don't think I've really seen before in a role-playing game. And now, Journeylands, a game about traveling through and having adventures in a, quote, psychedelic solar punk world in a customized vehicle. And there isn't really a lot of detail on this one, but the stuff that is there seems pretty interesting. And finally, The Merovingian Hack, a game set in 6th century Western Europe. Another one without a lot of detail, but also another very interesting concept that I haven't really seen before. It's a historical period that we don't focus on a lot. And there's also a specific effort here towards having a very old school style zine, which, goes along with the zine thing, and I appreciate. So that is it. There are links to all the projects in the description, as well as my upcoming project, Cosmic Hooligans, a game of poorly planned space adventure, launching next week. And thank you for watching. I will be back with more picks on Sunday, but until then I've got lots of other videos you can watch, some on games from previous Zine Quests, and you could also like this video and subscribe. These are things that you can do on a YouTube video. And I will see you next time.